welcome to JadeKind Gaming. I am Adam, here for our 8th session of the Mission of Good Dungeons & Dragons campaign, where we're going to try and keep all the cameras running this time around. I have with me Nick, Austin, and Bob, and last time the party was just named Favorite of Highground after a battle with frost giants that they helped with and clearing out the river of pollution that ran, by the city as well as others. So, for their help, they were named Favorite of Highground, and they agreed to help Highground by traveling north to attempt to arrange a truce with the frost giants in the Glacier Valley. So that's pretty much where we left off last time.
We didn't leave yet.
Yeah, you hadn't left the city yet. You were essentially I think, gotten a bit of shopping done and were preparing to leave.
Oh, we found an inn. He did shopping. I need to do shopping. I need darts.
Why do you need darts, Bob?
Because they're finessable, which means I get my dex bonus to hurting people with darts, and I don't have to drop my shield like I would with a bow, so I can keep my AC high. Oh, that was a rhetorical one.
No, in case anyone else is just now joining us, now they know that you are a very dexy barbarian.
I am the dexiest of dexy barbarians.
I was wondering why I had this sheet.
Actually, next level, I'll be the dexiest of
familiar.
barbarians.
Yeah. It is my familiar. I was like, what is this for?
Is that your way of saying never give you guys another level again?
Oh, just me. Just me.
Yeah, how long are you until you get stat ups?
I got probably 5 or 6 more levels.
There you go. He can get levels, you guys
Yeah.
He's just going to be a ridiculously powerful mage, and we're just going to be tagging along. Good job!
No, I won't have attack spells.
What? You can heal like a beast.
Yeah, that's the point. Is I specifically have not been taking much in the way of attack spells.
You won't be able
also,
to...
sarcasm was what I was using in case I
didn't have a sign. We've already discussed how you have to have a sign.
I'm sorry, that was my fault.
Okay. Where's my book? I need this. It's not
Yes,
my book,
your
by
book.
the way. I don't own this, but it's mine now. If I ran out of here, no one would chase me.
You're my ride.
I'd be very...
Oh, wait! He would chase me on his ride. I would just have to return it when I came back or not come back. I feel like that would be how it works. And then I would also be in trouble.
Yeah.
I'd get severely scolded. Oh, darts are 5 copper apiece.
You're looking up equipment. That's also here.
Yeah, but I have it.
Yeah. Just for future reference.
Are you telling me I should steal that one instead?
Yes. There's significantly less stuff in here. If you're looking at equipment or stuff, this is always the better one. You have it now, though, so just
It's
go
right
ahead.
there.
I'm just educating you for the future.
I forget that book's also a player's handbook all the time.
It's all sorts of random stuff.
You got those tabs there. You didn't even label them.
I know, right?
That's because I'm not positive they're going to stay this way for very long. I don't know what they're going to keep releasing.
I completely forget the breakdown to copper because I never use it.
Thing has paladin though.
So 100 silver?
Isn't it all 100s?
No,
No, I think they're 10 and 10.
Is
I
it
think
10?
a copper is 100 gold.
Oh, alright. So 10.
What?
So
Our
we're still
gold
in
is
10s.
100 copper.
Yeah.
So we're still in 10. Each step is 10.
Okay, cool beans.
10 copper, 1 silver, 10 silver, 1 gold.
Now you're gonna have to ask the
1
question,
gold, 10 shields.
How many does whatever shop he finds have of darts?
Oh, no, never mind. 10 silver, 10 electrums?
No,
No, those are
electrum-
5. Those don't fit within that service. They don't fit with that even.
The
Electrum's a half a gold.
Yeah.
And not used in this country.
Yeah.
It's like the electrum is such an odd choice.
They're like half dollars.
But yeah, gold is 100 copper.
Okay.
So I know you'd be willing to drop a copper or gold on darts.
So that would be 20 darts.
Here.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
And this merchant has had a good morning.
He has no more darts, but by God.
You know, for a besieged town, I imagine darts are about all he's got left.
Not a bad
Now I just see.
Yeah, because for some reason, when people are thinking, all right, time to fight the trolls and ice giants, what do I want?
Just
Darts!
Would he be willing to do an even swap of 4 javelins for however many darts that is? See here. Javelins usually 5 silver apiece.
So he'll give you maybe He'd offer maybe 2 silver apiece for him.
I don't want to have to carry silver. I just want to get rid of my javelins and get darts.
I was willing to
4
give you
javelins,
50%.
4 darts.
Yeah, he'll do that too if you just want he'll give you an extra 5 darts for those 4 javelins.
How about 8 darts for 4 javelins?
Deal.
Done. I don't care. I don't use the damn things. They require strength.
I'm assuming I won on the math there. I really
No,
wasn't
you
doing
did.
it, but I really don't feel like the shopkeeper was either. He's
Look,
like,
he got a
go
gold.
now.
He got a gold plus 4 javelins
Yeah.
for an extra 8 darts,
Yeah.
which is.
I imagine he sold you all his weapon darts, then went to the back room and got you his dartboard darts.
I don't care.
He doesn't care. They do the same damage.
Same damage.
I think they still look the same. They still destroy stuff when I throw them, though. It's all dex based. It's just.
Yeah, we really need to go to a pub. With a dartboard. I'll make some money back.
As every dart lands directly into you, he's like, "Oh God, why again?"
Well, you see, the problem is the pubs don't like it when you break the dartboard.
That's hardly my fault.
But
to be
they'll
fair-
blame you anyways.
To be fair, you don't have the strength to break a dartboard.
No, but I have the aim.
Yeah, I'm
He
just
has
like,
aimed bullseye.
I'm sorry, but as they keep hitting the same spot, it's just widening the hole until it cracks apart. Because that's how dartboards work.
It's literally not.
I know.
Made it cork.
So, he does his little morning shopping. Presumably, you guys,
I'm ready to go.
have, a continental breakfast of some sort.
Hey,
Really?
Waffles.
I was like, really? That fancy?
sweet. We are the favorite.
For the favorite of Highground!
That thing they didn't know about yesterday when we came in.
You are the guy to which the governor just pretty much came and said, so we talked them to going up and trying to arrange a truce with the frost giants. They're going to see the frost giants? Suppose they deserve a last meal.
But they have the All-Father on their side.
Well, that's what I spend my morning doing. Preaching to a bar full of people as I prepare my spells.
Ah, forget the bar. Just go to the place where all the dead people used to be. They used to be dying last night. Now they're not. Good time to switch religions.
So how's that going home to your family thing? You have to thank for that. Not me, but the All-Father.
Yeah, more or less.
Way to do some solid emotional manipulation. Good church tactic.
I mean, the thing is, it's not untrue.
Yeah. I'm only here because of him. I only healed you because of him.
He gave me the power to, and told me to do it.
Forest Walker all the way.
Well, once you get to throw out some healing spells, you can guilt people into following your god.
My God doesn't require
Barbarian.
My God doesn't require guilt.
Or followers, apparently.
Hey, he's awesome all by himself.
Yeah. So, you guys do anything else before you're leaving? You just...
Do we have somebody that speaks giant? Alright.
I speak giant.
I was like, we had somebody who could speak to them, right?
Yes.
Otherwise, we're grabbing random citizen red shirt number 47, and he's going to come with us and train.
Oh, you're not finding anyone there that speaks giant.
Or if they are, they're certainly not many.
And there's nobody left with a red shirt on.
That, or
They've all
trying
been-
to find
they've
a
all been
scroll of
expended.
tongues.
In general, though, you are at Highground,
Right.
and
We have to go to the
Glacier Valley is generally where they are.
I thought you were going to film that, so I'm going to hit the power.
Yeah, I'm
I think he knows
adjusting
how it works.
The camera first.
But thanks, Nick. If he didn't know that is an important step. The power button always useful. But yeah, so from Highground, probably up through the Glacier Valley is pretty much anywhere on this area. But generally, the idea being you could probably pass the mountains somewhere where they're thinnest.
So another group
Up
of
at the
follow
top
the
of-
river?
I
Yeah.
feel like we
Well-
can just go through these paths here where there's clearly no mountain.
I think you're misreading the art then, but
They're giants. I'm pretty sure they leave tracks.
yes, and you will find tracks that pretty much swath across this entire ground.
Yeah, like they're giants. They're not hard to follow, even if you don't know how.
Point being, do you follow the river or follow the flattened ground?
I would
Flattened
suggest
ground.
following the flattened ground. You don't need the river.
Okay.
Plus, if
Might
giant-
save a day,
They
but
might not be. They might be like camping on this side of the mountains.
also if the giants just passed through, they're probably scared of any wildlife away for a while,
Maybe.
or wildlife came to investigate their droppings. But either way,
So
I
we're
don't
gonna
mean
eat
poo. I mean like carcasses of
their leavings.
leavings. Yeah.
Just saying, droppings has a relatively negative connotation.
Hey,
Sure.
a lot of animals probably
those
check
are
that out.
huge!
You could say a gigantic pile.
Ah, that poor sick Triceratops.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking of dinosaurs myself.
Oh, that's it. Huge pile of shit.
I'm sorry, I now wanted to say language, but I wanted to say language like Captain America says language.
Unfortunately, you didn't fight in World War II, so you're not allowed to say language.
Language.
You don't know that. I might have fought in World
No,
War II.
I do know that. I've celebrated your birthdays with you. I know which ones they are, and it's not, their numbers weren't big enough.
Well, I was frozen in ice for a while. I don't count that time.
Yeah, but you don't have a mighty shield.
No, I don't. Anyway, so yeah, so you're going to cut straight across, probably say maybe a day.
Hey, that's an important day.
Yeah, so just set out trekking across the land,
Yeah.
have provisions, food, water for your trip. Was that a yes, or was that a I'm looking it up?
We don't need food.
Yeah, him, but
Okay.
no.
You look concerned.
Oh, I don't believe I have second level spells yet.
Is that
Mm,
You have to be. You should get him at 3.
the
He's-
current
yeah,
question?
paladin.
You're a paladin.
The current question is: are we ready to go?
Yes, I cannot magically find a steed for us.
and if you could, it would be for you, and therefore would not speed up the journey at all. By the way, generally speaking, the length of the journey is not going to be sped up by a mount anyways.
If we
is
all
the-
had mounts, though.
And it's like,
Nope.
is the steed
That's-
edible? Could you use the paladin steed as an emergency food supply?
No,
No.
that's
Until it
wrong.
disappears.
It's just wrong.
Oh, okay. So you could.
And I think it does, when it dies, go back to its origin. So yeah.
Go on.
But the journey north to just to get to the mountains is about 125 miles. It's going to take you about 5 days.
I was like, that's a big number.
Yeah, at least it's not as horrible as the trek through the swamp.
Yeah,
Shouldn't be any
it's
giant clouds of mosquitoes.
yeah.
Those really
Clouds of giant mosquitoes was more the problem.
There were both.
Yeah, the regular ones aren't a concern. The
Yeah,
gigantic
you guys got
bullcrap
torn
ones
up.
are
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, I was fine, but you guys.
When it drops to 0, poofs.
Anyways, probably you fight maybe some small bears.
Small bears.
On the plains?
Yeah, like black bear.
If they actually fight us, we don't just like make noise and they go away.
You
Do
don't
they not-
necessarily kill them unless you hunt them down, but yes, you would probably fight them off through evening camps as they're digging through.
I've got a tin full of rocks.
Do you?
No.
Do you have a tin full of rocks? I didn't think so.
No, I don't. I can make one.
Yeah. But then, bears, probably.
Yeah, I'm wearing
Few,
chainmail.
coyote
I'm
kinda thing.
I'm practically a walking shaka shaka. Can.
Point being, you were sleeping.
Oh, okay. Well, I get up and move. Shaka shaka, they run away.
Point being, basic wildlife you're able to either scare off or fight.
Yeah.
That nothing of which I was intending combat. So thanks for
I'm just
warning,
saying,
Austin.
I'm just saying, I don't want to be beating up a bunch of innocent bears. They didn't do anything wrong.
They
I'd be
barely
far more
deserved it.
afraid of like the buffalo and stuff.
Only in large groups.
And they're herds. You scare like one of them, they all run away.
But yeah, so you make it up to generally to the mountains
Just
here.
saying, we're dealing with wildlife here. There's no reason for them to be assaulting us. They generally understand that humans will murder them. They will not come up and hang out and say, "Hey, what's that?"
Well, yeah, we're not trying to take selfies with them. No reason
Yeah.
to gore
There's
us.
there's also a very big difference between what you're thinking as far as their awareness of people this is a far less populated world than our modern world.
Well, yeah, but it doesn't take very long for for animals to learn that other things are dangerous.
Is this really an important tangent?
No one lives here. No cities, no towns. Literally, in this area, there are probably
it's temperate,
about two dozen houses spread throughout this entire swath of
And
land.
that's enough to influence herds, entire miles of terrain. It doesn't take much for animals to figure out to avoid humans. Or whatever's up there, we're not all humans.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, they get
Yeah,
hunted.
they're being so racist.
I'm just saying, there's people up here hunting these animals. Guaranteed. There's like a hermit somewhere around in here who hunts and eats these animals. And they learn real quick to avoid what's that smell, and they just get away from it.
Can we go to the hermit's house?
It's somewhere.
Are you going to spend time and search for it?
No. What? There's actually a hermit.
Oh yeah, there would be a
There's
few of them.
always a hermit. There's always
It's
some
a
guy who
werewolf
just,
hermit.
There's always some guy
It's a were rat. He bites you. You
Yeah.
rage quit.
I fucking hate were rats.
But yeah, like
Language. Anyway, so yeah, after 5 days, 125 miles, you get to the mountains. Start climbing your way through the mountains.
Where do the tracks go?
Are the mountains snow covered or just snow peaks? Is it cold enough for snow coverage?
Definitely snow peaks. Essentially, there's a couple layers. Some of them are getting
Yeah, a
pretty
little
low. Yeah, some of them are fairly snow covered.
Like, 'cause
essentially,
we got a marsh here,
yes,
so this is temperate.
yes.
So does it like get really markedly colder as we go north?
Are we talking?
As you're crossing through the mountains, definitely.
Well, yeah,
The mountains are definitely holding a lot of it on
Yeah.
their side. So there's some, and there might be signs, almost like in that shadowy area, there's still some snow from a while ago. It's
But
not.
otherwise,
It's,
we're dealing with like patchy, not like
yeah,
actual
very
buckets.
patchy, at least on this side. As you go through,
Well, yeah,
it gets more and more.
Try and keep following giant tracks.
Are we talking Appalachian style or Rocky style?
I don't know, Bob. I'm not gonna go look up Google in the middle of our online game.
Well, are they old rounded mountains or are they new jagged mountains?
They kind of look like these.
So jagged.
So new
Yeah,
jagged mountains, Rocky style,
Geologically new.
Okay.
compared to that Appalachian.
It's like geologically new. Still thousands and thousands of years old. Tens of thousands. Maybe more. I don't know geology that well.
Rocks are old and stuff.
Yeah, basically.
So, trekking through the mountains, following tracks, I'm guessing.
Because there's snow,
just-
which makes it even easier.
And to some extent, though, it definitely seems almost that these are splitting. You have a few paths to take. Presumably, the group itself does not split.
Yeah.
So
The
you
one
just-
on the left.
Yeah. I was going to say take random, and my brain said they're going to choose left, aren't they? Going to have to remember that in the next dungeon and screw you over for taking...
That's not a problem. That means we got the bad end out first.
Somehow come up with a way that going left never leads you everywhere.
Yeah. It's
I can do
genius.
it. I can do it. Make it one of those weird shapes that doesn't actually work on paper.
Doesn't work in real life either.
It's a theater of the mind dungeon because
Well,
it's shaped
it's
like
magic.
It's
Should
shaped
be
like
magic.
a climb bottle. Theater of the mind dungeon.
It works on paper, just like MC Escher paintings.
Anyway, so you only have probably about 50 miles of traveling through the mountains, and that's going to take about 4 days.
Yeah, it's mountains.
Yeah.
It's hard. How cold is it in the mountains?
Okay. I'm like, that's literally 50%. I had decided that I do generally high and generally low.
I don't specifically have cold, like furs and such.
I'm sure we
I got like normal clothes.
I have explorer's pack. I'm pretty sure that.
You know,
comes
you
cold
could have
everywhere.
killed one of those bears, but you just decided to rattle your chainmail.
I'm just saying, it's effective at scaring bears.
And now you don't have a bear cloak.
I wouldn't be tanning a bear out here in the wilderness anyway. I don't know
Just
how.
wear its fresh carcass.
I don't know how. It will rot. It'll rot and stink.
No, it has something to do with urine. That's about all I know about tanning. Is that
Just pee on it.
it has
After that,
something to do with urine.
I don't believe you mean ammonia, but yeah.
They used urine for it
Maybe.
in Artemis Fowl books. They
Does
did.
it just turn itself off sometimes?
It records 4 gigabytes.
Oh, and it stops.
Yes.
How big is the card?
It's like 16.
Oh.
But it overheats before I fill it up anyways.
I was gonna say I didn't see the running temperature mark yet.
Nope. And usually get at least 1.5-ish sections. So
Neat. But yeah, I was like, is that a real issue? Is it cold enough for that to be an issue?
it will be pretty cold on the other end.
Cold enough to be an issue?
You don't necessarily know that. You're not there yet.
Oh.
What's an explorer's pack?
We've got a bedroll, and that's about all we have for cold weather.
As we hop around the mountains in a sleeping bag.
Frost giants, can we come inside?
I mean,
It's cold in here too.
We didn't think this through!
I have a flaming sword.
Does it radiate warm temperatures?
I believe so.
Enough that it's fire. It's not. It's not necessarily a distance kind of radiation, but enough that it's a little bit of a fire if you just hold it out.
So, the robe has a horse. Would that be like a permanent horse?
You haven't pulled anything off of it.
Yeah, I know. But I had a... Yeah, I don't have an
Well, are we going to kill the horse to make coats?
Well, I was just thinking, I'm like, hey, there's a horse on that robe.
We could tauntaun it. If you get too cold at night.
We don't have lightsabers.
We do have a
Well, you have a flaming sword.
That's not the same thing.
It's like one.
It's like saying magic.
But yeah,
same
otherwise I
thing
guess we
as
just
the
try and
sun.
make do. Try and make do. I don't think I have a spell that makes fire either. I can light a fire, but
Probably on
I don't actually have any spells that make fire.
I
Or
think you
warmth.
have to produce campfire.
Well, not produce. I can set like things on fire. 'Cause I
relatively
can light
late.
candles and fires with I think prestidigitation.
Relatively late in your second day, and you're following these tracks, and it's very much not where these tracks are leading, but probably a bit of a ways up on a ridge. There does appear to be some sort of building structure sort of built into the side of the mountain.
How big?
A bit big, but not like frost giant big. You know,
What kind of building does it look like? Does it look like a house?
It looks like essentially stonework set to make what very well could be a house or a shop or that kind of thing, but almost partial carved into the mountain and partial, stone stacked up over to very much a, blocky kind of building.
So definitely made. Are there stones cut into the mountain leading up to it?
Not from here, no.
So we just see a building.
Where?
At least one, and yeah, it's a bit of ways up into.
Continue following where we were going, but look at that mountain and see if we can see stairs.
Okay.
Because I don't think we should really be trying to climb a mountain right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I just levitate up with a rope.
You have a levitation spell?
Yeah.
Aren't you barbarian?
Yeah.
Where'd you get levitation?
Air.
His race.
Oh.
Air Jossie.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, where'd you get levitation?
I've used it once already.
I forgot. Yeah, you did.
Good. Yeah, you want to investigate?
Yeah, let's investigate.
It's like, I don't really feel like we need to.
I feel like we ought to investigate because hopefully they'll have something that we can use as like a coat.
That's true. Are we suffering from cold exposure?
Not here, but you're telling you are at this point noticing it's getting colder as you go.
Yeah. Probably need...
Let's just turn around and go back real quick.
It's been another week and a half.
Guys, you fixed the frost giant problem? Nope, forgot to bring blankets.
We forgot a coat.
Blankets, food, yeah, so we're just going
In our defense, Mom's not here to tell us what we need
We're gonna
for
try
our
again.
camping trip.
We'll try again. So yeah, I guess we
Roll?
go. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you'd like to roll, yeah.
Oh, roll for what?
Investigation. He said investigate. That means it's a thing. 17.
17 is pretty good. So you're essentially going up, I'm guessing, sort of looking in to try and make sure before you tie on a rope and tell your friends to come up. I'm guessing that was the goal?
Going up with a rope, tie it on, then investigate.
Tied on to what?
He can tie it between a couple of the windows on the building.
Between them?
Mm-hmm.
Are they not open?
No, they're open air. There's no glass.
Oh.
There are just two sticks in the window.
It's a stack of it's a pillar of stone.
Okay. So between a window and a door, or between two windows?
It's between two windows.
Oh, okay.
They're on the side, open up to the cliff.
What is
They're
it, like the Pantheon?
I don't know.
Okay,
Do
just
you mean
move
the
on.
Parthenon?
That's the one.
Kind of.
I said Pantheon, which is the wrong word.
Yeah, kind of.
No, the building is not
Only-
dropping on us.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Only a bit more of sticking out and over the cliff of of a mountain. But yeah, and you probably tie that on, continue hovering up. Almost you could stand like
Oh,
on the roof of
God.
it. What
I have a theory.
is the theory based on the page that I have held open?
Yes, but also no. I thought it, then I looked down, and it confirmed it.
Well, you're heading towards giants. I have to put my partial giant people here,
I happen to love Goliaths. They're awesome.
and they are online.
Oh, I get it!
Both in that sense and the fact that the PDF came from online.
Yeah, it was a twofer.
I didn't even realize that. That's good job, Nick. Very very observant. But yeah, you very much the Goliaths.
Which have great stats, for the record.
I wasn't really a fan of Goliaths. I mean, I'm a big fan of tall, big, fighty things, but as a race, as a flavor, it's like they're cool, but I never felt they had enough flavor to really draw me in.
I like that they get to use weapons of size category larger than them.
Well, yeah, they've got some nice mechanics. I was like, just the whole fluff of their mountain people.
Oh, the fluff. Right. That exists.
It never, it never really grabbed me. I like.
They don't have a full. They're not fully fleshed out. They don't.
Yeah.
It seems like they could have a little bit more in here. Yeah.
I like the Lumians. The Lumians were kind of weak on the fluff, but I did like just the core of the idea that they were magic.
Isn't that a different game?
No, well, it's not this. It's a
That's
edition.
third edition. Different game. Shush.
Different
That
game.
doesn't exist.
I'm just like
Doesn't
I'd like
exist.
to see it brought back.
You're not until it is. You're not going to find it in this
He's
movie.
making a suggestion to any Wizards executives amongst our 30 viewers.
Hey, we might have more than that.
We don't.
We might. We will one day.
Yeah.
30 viewers, one of which
Invite
is
your
me.
friends.
One of which is me.
He loves these episodes.
I laugh at me. Pure gold.
I'm amazing.
The
Anyway.
best thing about these are me.
Anyways, yeah, you can kind of get up there, and if you guys, once he ties it on, want to follow up as he's looking around a bit, yeah, you definitely see a few. Essentially, around, there is a door leading off the far side of this building that leads onto a path that leads into sort of a little path around the mountain that has probably 8 or 9 other buildings, and you can see a couple of Goliaths, sort
Are
of
they common
standing.
enough that you'd recognize them?
No.
So we would just know that there's people, really big people.
Solid
You
maybe.
might. You solidly might. Just you might have had some dealings with them through your upbringing as a barbarian. You very well may have interacted with Goliaths.
Do I need a roll, or can I just be like, let's jump on this advantage whilst you said it?
Why not?
Alright, jumping
Seize the day.
And they speak giant, right?
Huh?
Isn't that
You
language
would, yeah,
giant?
you would, yeah. Usually, that may be where you learned it.
No, fantastic. I
Building
go,
fluff as we go.
I just kind of go, and they're, as I recall, they're not evil. They're just kind of.
I mean,
They
no
are-
more
they
than
are
humans. Not evil, but some humans are evil, so they'd fall in the same group.
They're people, not assholes like some races.
Okay.
Some races just are.
They're people.
Alrighty then. I say in giant. Hello there.
They seem almost startled by your
Showing up directly
present.
behind me.
Yeah, you're at the end of the road. How'd you sneak past, little one? But yeah, hello. Where are you from?
Down the side of the cliff over there.
Mighty.
Yeah, I'm not that small.
Yeah.
You guys might notice him babbling up there in some foreign language as you're climbing.
We know that we brought him because he speaks giant.
That's not why you brought me. I've been a
That's-
part of this company for some time.
That's not why we brought you, but we know that's one of the reasons why we need him up here. So he can
You
speak
don't.
giant.
Yeah, you don't know what giant sounds like though. So this might be giant. This might be some other
In
language.
during the siege.
I did.
You were paying total attention to that.
I
forgot in the middle of your battle how much you were trying to.
I also
he
used
started
it on
talking
the
before I
island.
went off to do things.
I also did it on the island trying to talk to the people who didn't speak anything else. I tried
Yes,
it
fuck
there.
halfling.
They don't speak halfling.
I was like, what are you talking about? We know that. He spoke the
Like the
language,
opposite
and then
giant.
the troll spoke the same language back.
Yeah.
Or at least what sounded like the same language. I mean, it's troll. He probably got like gravel in his throat.
Anyways, he's speaking. He's babbling on up there.
Yeah. Cool. Maybe we found giants.
Keep
Like-
climbing.
So we came on this expedition not expecting to go this far north, so we didn't bring any winter gear. I don't suppose you'd have any you could sell us or trade.
What is it you offer?
Damn it! I got rid of my javelins. Why did I get rid of my javelins?
Because Goliaths are all up in them.
Can I
We
see
want to. We want some things. Kind of on my page.
I don't suppose you'd accept gold.
Why wouldn't they? Universal currency.
We can discuss.
Excellent. Let's talk about this.
And then they sort of
Okay.
gesture to hold, and they.
Oh,
One
I
of
also
them
have a
walks.
couple friends coming up the side of the cliff.
Slow are they?
Yes, much slower.
He goes in, and you guys are probably going to arrive as there's just.
Totally not explaining that I magicked my way up.
And it's like, people ask. They understand the idea of an advanced scout.
But yeah, you probably climb up and get shimmy your way around to the main path as he's just sort of standing there in silence with one of the Goliaths as the other is walk down the street into one of the buildings.
Hail.
They'll sell us. They'll sell us winter clothing.
And he, greets you. Foreign, but yeah.
But most languages understand hail.
Why don't you just go full racism and go how?
Nah.
Neat.
What do you
What's
say
neat?
when you get up here? Anything? Just
I don't speak giant.
well, neither do I. I still said something.
Oh, I don't.
What is
He doesn't want to risk offending them.
It's like I don't speak giant. I will not intrude where I do not know the language.
But I think kind of make the guy makes his way back out. He's got a handful of blankets, animal furs, etc., etc.
Neat.
And inquires.
Just a handful.
This is what you get.
You know what I meant? Shut it.
Sorry, I just see him walking out with
He's like
carrying like you did as a little kid. And your mom made you bring the laundry downstairs, just carrying it like a.
he's like 7 or 8 feet tall. He's big, but he's not big. He's still a medium-sized creature. So
I feel like 8 feet tall isn't medium anymore.
it's pushing it, but it is.
The book says so.
It's like 7.
Are orcs
yeah.
large?
Hmm?
Orcs are medium still.
Oh. Oh, looking orcs up. They're not in this part of the world.
Way down there.
Yeah. But he inquires, so what is it you need? What can you offer?
Winter cloaks and
But that's what we can offer.
and we have money, so what we can offer is gold.
Or
But we need winter gear.
down here. Over there.
Yeah,
Why would they care where?
I've got incense and candles.
Excellent.
If they want incense or candles.
And do you say that to him? Do you bring it out? What do you?
I explained that he also has incense and candles that he can trade.
Everyone needs
If you don't want
everyone
gold.
needs to observe religious practices.
No, that might be a bit interested. I'm trying to find generally where.
Incense is expensive and hard to acquire.
I have this great sword. Punk.
Oh yeah, because you're using the fire longsword.
Mm-hmm. Technically more damage. Not as good as a normal weapon, but with the enchantment it's better.
And I explained, and he's willing to trade his great sword for it.
I did not think about this ahead of time.
You didn't
Wasn't how we would actually trade.
Hmm? Well, I have no idea what. I mean, I'm sure they have to have some sort of winter clothing in here.
Actually, I don't. I think they're have some nature of ability to negate the cold.
Well, no, not in their section. In the book, in the equipment of D&D.
Oh, yes, they do.
Yeah. Do you know what it's called?
No, not a clue.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
What I usually did was, took a 3.0 book and got a great cloak. But it's not in these.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. Isn't that amazing?
I love great cloaks. They're awesome.
Clothes, maybe?
Great cloaks and Gucci's.
Crap.
There's a good blanket.
Yeah, it'd be.
Whatever.
Clothes
So,
for-
cloaks and blankets for 3. They'll do for
I think it'd be clothes.
two
custom or
gold
clothes
two
traveler?
gold coins
That's
and
costume.
half a block of incense.
I can't.
They don't even want the great sword?
Why would they want a great sword?
Because they can use it one-handed? I don't know.
I don't have blocks. I have 5 sticks of incense.
I never half those.
They want 2 or 3.
They want 2.5.
It's a stick. Part of it's not incense. The rest of it, part of it's stick.
Give them the stick half.
Yeah, fine. They can have a stick.
Okay. I'm not being that particular. I couldn't find it. I'm just saying whatever random cost to give you the equipment you need to get through.
And 2 gold?
Yeah.
There you go.
This might be a great deal for you. This might be a
Right.
terrible deal for
I was
you.
like, what am I
It's
looking at?
random.
I'll pay the 2 gold.
Do you do anything else, while you're there, or do you just...
Ask them about the giants.
I was getting that. I asked them about the giants.
What do you say?
We're looking for the Frost Dragon. Did we get the dude's name? Leader's name?
I don't think we were given that.
The leader of the Ice Giants?
Frost Dragon.
No, we don't know that. They don't know what the Frost Giants are basically fighting for.
Alright, we're looking for the leader of the Frost Giants who have been raiding Highground. Highground. Why would you name it ground? Been raiding. Been raiding Highground.
I mean, they have been like walking. Well, they aren't used to people coming from this side, so they
Yeah.
might know the giants are walking through.
Yeah, in general, there are villages to the north, beyond the mountains.
Alright. Can you draw me out a quick map in the dirt, like if we're here?
They're to the north beyond the mountains.
So they suck. Just saying.
He goes to the window, points north, and say, "They're right over there."
There we go.
Well, there'd be mountains in the way,
That's something I was.
but ultimately, the frost giants get over there. Look for the
Frost
giant
giants.
structures.
Power attack.
Alrighty, cool beans.
Mhm.
Thanks.
Cleave still works, and your reroll still works.
Small village,
But
the
the
size
power
of
attack requires
a large city. Do you?
That's what it was.
Oh no!
I'll find it. Just give it.
I was like, I thought about it just as I was closing it.
Like, oh god, no, hands!
Yeah.
Okay, so if I just want to go wailing on someone's
Yeah.
sword, if
But
I
it's-
want to murder them, great
But that's
sword.
what yeah, it's right there. Next page. But yeah, essentially, yeah. I was thinking that was one of them, but yeah, your rerolls still work, but if you want to use power attack, you need to use the heavy weapon.
Huh?
He focuses on two-handed weapons,
That is
and
the
his
two-handed
and his
part.
-5 to attack for +10 damage only works with a heavy weapon. So his long sword, he can't do that with it.
I thought it was two-handed.
He
It was the
he can still use his reroll function because that just requires two-hand or versatile, and you then use it.
But you can still use his cleave,
yes.
because that just requires melee.
Yeah, and you can still use cleave. You just can't use power attack without greatsword.
So I'll probably just power attack with them all. And use the cutty bit for the fire sword.
And you can pick up a shield.
He's two hands.
Alright, because then you can't do the reroll function.
So, do you just pretty much leave the village from there, or?
I ask you to ask them if they know why the giants are raiding high ground. They may not, but can't hurt to ask.
Alright, I relay the message. Someone wants to know. Frank.
They are a violent group.
Because they're dicks.
You weren't sure of your name.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, now I remember.
Yeah, you chose the non-setting name.
Uh-huh.
Both me and him took Rome.
Yeah, we took Roman names, which is funny.
I think
'cause we're
one of
not
you
from the
wanted
same
to do
place.
Frank, and I told you no.
That was Bob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted to be Frank, and he said, no, you're not allowed to be Frank.
Thing is, he didn't really go over his name with me. He told me what it was. I wasn't paying attention at that point, so would have been hilarious if I did let you take it. Then we'd have had two.
Frank's, yes. But I come from across the ocean. Frank's just the normal name tag.
Very well.
Yeah, across the ocean, where there's lots of Franks and Steves and Toms and Bobs. Just real common names over there.
Weird names. What are you talking about? Common names are like Octavian.
Yeah, those are normal names.
So yeah, but yeah, leave the leave the
Yeah,
Goliaths.
cloak up and start trudging through the...
Do you go out the back down your rope again, or do you take the
Where are they
stairs that
pointing?
lead out down the
Yeah.
mountain to the other side of the mountain?
Yeah, that seems good. Plus, that's the way you point.
Do you make your way around to retrieve your rope?
Yeah, I totally do.
So
He runs down the hallway.
And it's like, now that you reminded him, absolutely.
I was going to anyways.
He just would have not ever erased it from his sheet and just assumed later that he had it. But you
No,
take about
I
an extra
was
10 minutes.
going to go and get the rope anyways.
We all believe you, Bob. I'm sorry.
What have I ever done to earn this kind of treatment? Nothing.
Plenty of stuff.
Yeah, plenty of stuff. You just
No, those were never good reasons.
Didn't happen on camera. Didn't happen.
Those, like, 12 years of shenanigans I've pulled were never good reasons for such things.
So we're heading north.
Yeah, you head north.
West, Abby.
But yeah, so a few more days.
It's cold.
But we have cloaks.
Yeah.
You end up spotting a pack of large white wolves.
Bunch of wolves. Avoid the crap out of them.
If you would like to make a survival check,
I'd love to make a survival check.
each of you.
Oh, I was like, oh, dude.
And it's like, we don't have train, but he does.
17.
17, and you can just roll and roll.
Roll a 14.
Gives me a 16.
8.
8. Well, neither of them are low enough to totally screw up the fact that you're able to guide them to pretty much be quiet, avoid these things. So you managed to let them pass.
Avoiding an encounter is worth the same amount of experience as conquering the encounter.
Seeing as I'm not giving you out experience, I'm just generally saying you level up as the story progresses. Totally.
Yeah.
You've totally advanced the story to get past the mountains and out to the large...
Glacier Valley.
Yeah, the Glacier Valley. It's large, largely fat. They're definite flat.
The land, she is fat and ready for the taking.
They're...
Glacier Valley is right next to a desert.
Oh, the end of the dunes are down here.
That transition, man.
Yeah, totally
It's
weird.
a
I'm guessing there's just a really
Minecraftian-
sharp drop.
It's a Minecraftian transition.
The dunes, the sand actually goes well into the area where it is cold enough to be the
Permafrost.
Yeah, no, the sand just goes pretty far into where it's cold enough to be
Quite
sandy.
recently, there was an environmental shift.
And ultimately, the hotter desert is still further south.
You see, when I look at Fantasy World maps, I can only imagine that most of it is because way back in the day, there was a really powerful mage, and he hated the world.
I want this section of the world over there.
Yeah, it's like these maps. That's the only way to imagine it. Way back in the day, there was a very powerful mage, and he hated everyone.
I really like to think of it as
I
something
made this
similar,
world bad.
but it's a really powerful mage who's like the high school bully, moved into this really nice place in this beautiful forest, and he's like, you know what really sucks? That's a desert now.
Yeah, I don't like you.
No, I meant
Enjoy your desert.
the entire thing was desert, and then Anakin Skywalker moved in here. And we all know he hates the sand. It
Hey,
just,
sand.
it just said, no sand here, and made all this.
The Force doesn't have tree magic.
That is how powerful Anakin's hatred for sand
And
was.
also, let's face it, Star Wars.
He
The
probably
Force.
just crashed.
If the story needed tree force, it would
It
have
would,
tree
yeah.
force.
Let's just face it, he crashed and went. And just to shut him up, they drew a forest.
I would say he could at least raise the mountains with force.
Anakin? No. Luke, maybe.
And, it's like, yeah.
High Wizard Anakin could, though.
I'm gonna go with.
They're all magic.
Do you want to spend more time wandering around or less time wandering around? Cool.
Whichever one gets us to the giants faster.
That's less time. So perception checks.
I rolled a 3.
Probably not gonna use yours.
11. Which is one better than your passive.
Yeah. So, 13.
And less than my passive.
So with a 13.
Yeah. I'm the best.
Around.
So, again, once north of the mountains, you have to travel. You're able to kind of see it's that way. It doesn't take too long to pick up the trail again. Now through what is, largely snow areas or icy areas. Others is just big tracks of what was, ice being left behind in chunks.
What really gives away is the huge snowmen they kept making.
Ice Giant's quite the frolickers.
There's a gigantic snow angel over the corner.
Little do we know, the siege is actually
You
a bunch
fall into a pit of snow. You're unable to retrieve him. Just leave him behind.
of... Nah, it's like, the Ice Giant sieging is
Levitate!
He already used it that day.
Then we camp up there and say, "You okay down there?" "Yeah, I'll be up tomorrow."
No, the Ice Giant is actually
You just
a bunch
throw
of
me the
kids.
rope.
"Yeah, get up yourself. Be a man."
Quit making bad jokes.
So yeah, but it takes maybe a day of 25 miles a day to travel through until you reach, pretty close to what is the Frost Giants' village. So probably half a day, and then half the next. You may probably midday-ish.
Let's try and negotiate with Frost Giants.
And pretty much of their village, there are several massive longhouses.
Yeah, I bet they would be quite large.
Yes. But that typical sort of longhouse style.
So let's go get a...
Frost Giants or Vikings, go on.
Yeah, let's go get a magic harp and a golden goose and bail.
But we have no beans.
We don't need one. We don't need a beanstalk. They're right here. We're already here.
You just approach. How do you approach? Approach stealthily. Approach.
Nope.
Waving your arms.
Take the
running.
main road. Once we see one, hail!
Try to, anyway. They are quite large.
You get near and you notice. Well, do you?
Do we?
Yeah, you do notice the back of one of the longhouses seems to almost be have what is an iron pen, of which there are probably about 2 dozen trolls.
Just hanging out.
It's being very rowdy and not seeming to like where they're being, but they almost seem imprisoned there.
Oh, okay.
Pens are notoriously bad news bearers for anyone to live in.
They would agree with you.
But they're trolls. So.
Yeah, it's too bad I don't care about them, as a group of peoples.
But yes, you carry on towards the town.
Circle around that so the trolls aren't all yelling at us.
As they do definitely speak the same language that,
Yeah.
you think troll, animal, but they're
They
sentient
speak
enough to speak, so.
Yeah, trolls aren't like animals. We're not Skyrim.
But they're very much being treated like them, is
Yeah.
my point.
Yeah, the giants are dirt people.
Derp.
But yeah, you make your way up towards and that was on like one of the back of the houses kind of thing anyway.
Giants, notoriously, not nice people.
Nope. You make your way up.
I forget, are none of the giant races nice? Or they all have that evil alignment?
Well, they're not all evil.
Some of them are stupider enough to not be as evil because
Yeah.
they're kind of stupid.
And I think cloud giants aren't deliberately evil.
Cloud giants neutral good.
Okay.
Stone are just neutral.
Yeah.
And storm are chaotic good. So no, they pretty much they stretch them across
Like,
the alignment.
like the big ones are not. Okay, guys. Because both storm and cloud are the really big ones.
So it's mostly just frost giants and hill giants are kind of dicks.
Fire.
Oh,
Yeah, fire giants, yeah.
Because I thought, you know what this gigantic thing needs to be? On fire.
That's always nice.
Always
You
a bonus.
you make your way up, and there's a couple sort of sitting outside of one of the longhouses that definitely spot your little tiny dock silhouettes as you're marching your way across the road, heading towards their village.
How tall are frost giants? 20 feet? 30 feet?
12.
Frost giants are about 20, maybe a little taller.
Yeah, I was like, not 12. That's bigger than that.
Yeah, they their hair and beards are between pale white and light blue, matted with frost and clinging with icicles. Their flesh is as blue as glacial ice.
Oh, we have a similar color scheme.
Generally you do. They're
Sure.
more icy though.
You are a very small frost giant.
I have a big old white bushy beard too.
Something is severely wrong with you.
There's nothing wrong with me.
why'd you smoke growing up?
I smoke now.
So small.
My character smokes a pipe.
So small. Yeah,
But yeah,
they see us.
they see you and they make their way to you, and in what is considerably fewer strides than it would take you to them.
Well, yeah, they're much bigger.
It's awful considerate of them.
They reseal the tape. If that was really loud, I'll cut out the audio for that. But yeah, they take their and they sort of lean down at the three of you and they poke you in the chest, sort of
Because you're
stat at you.
You're a tiny version of,
Yeah.
of them. Well, there's frost
What's
giants.
you doing here?
Yeah, they speak in common.
Oh.
We were sent by the people of Highground to figure out why you're attacking them and to negotiate a cessation of hostilities.
From where?
Highground,
What's that?
the city you've been
The
attacking.
mountains?
No, the town.
Town.
Group of buildings, wall.
Ah, the southern folk.
Yeah,
Wicked folk. Wicked folk.
This is how Ice Giants talk.
It is now.
we
Did
just
not deliberately
can
do
we
that,
get-
but that's what we're going with.
Can we get
Yeah.
a banner? This is how giants actually talk.
Yeah, just underneath there, this is how they actually sound.
Well, they want you guys to stop attacking them.
I shouldn't have stolen from us.
What'd they steal?
They stole the stars.
You're gonna have to explain that.
Other one stars. They stole the stars. Our stars.
Those stars?
It's middle of the day.
The stars that come out at night?
No, I don't think that wasn't what it was it? No.
How stupid are Ice Giants?
I'm kind of wondering that myself as I go.
Are they actually?
Intelligence 9. I can
Okay.
almost push for it.
Alright.
Hey, they're not like ogres who have legendary stupidity.
Yeah, no, they're clever, but
Hey, they're smarter than me.
I think we need to renegotiate your character's accent here. Take some tips, pointers.
It's still their turn. I asked the stars like up in the sky, and they said.
And
"But
they
no,
talk
no."
between each other. We don't think so. They just say they didn't think
Yeah,
so.
I was like, it's your turn, man.
Yeah.
So, ask to speak with their leader and like find out what stars they're talking about.
Can I talk to your leader then?
Why do y'all want to speak to you?
Oh dear lord, they're hillbillies.
A little bit British, a little bit hillbilly.
British hillbilly,
hillbilly.
frost giants.
Village idiots.
Alright,
The British hillbillies would be the village idiots.
so we can negotiate the canceling of hostilities between the two nations.
Yeah, it was bad.
What makes you good enough to speak to him?
What makes me foul enough not
Why
to have
is
the
you
right?
two mute?
They don't speak your language.
Not all rare?
No, not at all. They keep speaking to their father, who isn't there. Ever.
It's foolish.
I know, right?
Do you get that, George? I do not know why his name is George.
Oh, God.
I did not.
Because
George
Johnny
does not.
is Lenny.
George does not fit my naming scheme.
Apparently they're from
No,
the
no,
same
but
place.
this one's George.
That wasn't an import. He came from across the ocean like me, where people are named Frank and George.
Nah, Jati. Because that fits more with my naming scheme.
Johnny?
Johnny.
Johnny and George.
Johnny sounds very female. That's like a feminine name.
That's racist.
No, that doesn't.
You're being racist against frost giants.
What are they gonna do? Smash you with giant clubs?
Yes.
Or boulders of ice.
No, because they need those for their gigantic snowmen.
You see no snowmen.
Oh, that's no wonder they're so mad.
They need more frolicking.
What makes me so foul that I shouldn't have the right to see him?
You look weak.
You got
Just because I'm short.
No, because you have a little strength score.
You are short. Short too. Little fellow. Pats you on the head. Pushes you down.
I don't think he actually manages to push me down.
Really?
Ball rush attempt. Or trip attempt. Well,
We'll just do
I was like, they have the strength score.
strength that you can use either
He has to hit
acrobatics
me
or
first.
no. You can use your acrobatics to try and avoid it though. So
Rolled crappy.
he rolled double.
he got
don't you?
22.
Yeah, I rolled crappy.
So pushes you down. Sees he's false. He's puny. Are you puny? Pushes at you.
Hmm? Oh yeah, I'm totally puny. I do not have dex or strength. It is quite easy to knock me away.
Okay.
It is not even an effort. I might be.
They're not pushing you. They've seemed to have forgotten.
Good, because I was going to hit him in the hand with a hammer. I saw them push him over, push him. They're going to try to push me. I'm going to hit him in the hand with a hammer.
I stand up and I'm like,
Yeah,
just
not
take me to your leader.
I don't think you get to go.
You don't think so?
No.
Why not?
Because you're weak and he doesn't see the weak ones.
You're going to have to attack
You're
him.
gonna have to prove something.
I can think of a couple ways to do it, but I don't speak giant, and I have no idea what's going on.
All right.
Do you step back and talk to your party about the problem you're having?
No, I get angry and I stab him in the knee.
That was not the good plan.
He said I'm weak.
Use whichever one was better for you. That
It
was
didn't stop moving before you hit it. Just... Yeah. It's fine. 18?
18 to hit, right?
Yeah.
You hit the giant.
He takes 6 piercing damage.
Now, what are you stabbing him with?
My sword.
Your sword?
My rapier.
You poke him with a stick.
The only way I can prove that I'm not weak is he's going to have to hit me as hard as he can, and it's not going to hurt.
Cloud giants, vampires. I looked at it by chance, and they have these big, obviously white canines out there, and it's like,
And very pale hair.
it's like, are cloud giants vampires?
Oh, look, the page is gone. He grabs for the sword now, probably in his knee.
It doesn't
Really?
stick.
He's 20 feet.
Yeah.
That'd be his shin.
Yeah. First, that'd be shin level, man, because he's going to be flinging at 3 feet. because he's 20 feet. He's got big proportions.
He's not
10 feet.
jabbing. He's
Well, that's the point. 10 feet's his waist, so legs are half the body. So 5 feet up is the knee, approximately.
so.
but yeah, how
I
tall
mean,
are
he's
you?
6 foot.
6 foot, so he's maybe swinging at the 4 foot range.
Stabbed him in
Maybe.
the calf.
That's like he's totally aiming at the calf.
It's a rapier. He's not swinging.
To go knee,
He's
he has
He takes your rapier.
Yeah,
No, he doesn't.
Maybe look up disarm attempt.
yeah. I'm just bringing
He
up
has
like
to actually hit me to disarm.
you're solidly attacking his shins, which is a very painful place to receive an attack. Pick a fight with the little girl, you can find that out. I have nieces and little sisters. Well, one little sister, and she has kids. Just saying. Being kicked in the shins, not fun. Doesn't take much effort.
Is it not on the?
Does disarm not require you to hit their AC anymore?
They could very likely still hit your AC, man.
They have the strength to.
They probably also have a high attack bonus just in general.
But I'm guessing.
But
that
at a
was the
4, they're not going to do too well. They do get their lovely +9, but +9 doesn't help when they roll a 4. He fumbles at it.
Just like, back away.
What,
Just
are you both human?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm here.
And generally, just in size, how big are you?
6'2". I'm kind of skinny though, but I wear a lot of armor, so it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah.
What do you look like? I don't care what it says, actually.
Yeah. It doesn't have a thing for that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
My
probably
What
like
that's on the page you didn't take. But yeah.
probably 5'8", 5'9".
So you're
bald,
smaller, kind of.
red beard, like
Which one of you appears smaller?
me.
Okay.
I was like, I might even be bigger than the barbarian in appearance.
Yeah, you're taller than me.
Yeah, and I wear a lot. I'm wearing bulky armor and
But
clothes.
anywho, I say,
But he already pushed me down, and I didn't even give resistance. I just fell over. So he already knows that I'm not that tough. I do not want to get punched by an ice giant.
I just say to him, if you keep accusing me of being weak, we're gonna have to fight this out.
Yeah, I don't want to I don't want to do that because I'll kill you.
Well, then you need to stop accusing me of being weak. You may be weak, but you got balls. It's kind of what I was hoping for. I had a plan.
They're not smart enough for that. And also, was a way better plan.
What was your plan?
Use the immovable rod. He'll have a hard time with it. You'll press the button and poof it all over the place.
Oh, geez.
That would have been
totally
really clever,
forgot
wouldn't
about
it? That would have been amazingly clever.
Like I said, but I don't know the language. I didn't know what was going on. So, yeah, you have an immovable rod. He'd have to be making this 30, which he can, but it'd be a lot of effort. Meanwhile, you're just like...
Nick may make a, let's see, you, either athletics or acrobatics check.
Why is he attacking the smaller one?
Eight.
8, okay. Yeah, he grabs you. You are now grappled.
As he's grabbing for me, I tried to just make... I let him grab me. I tried to just make sure my hands are above my head.
Sure.
Okay. Because in this hand, as I said before, I totally have a pot.
Of what?
Do you mean a decanter?
I do mean a decanter.
Okay. Very
oh,
different.
Oh, God damn it, Nick.
Well, as long as he doesn't use it until he needs to, that's fine.
I have the decanter.
No, I have it on my belt.
It's in my folder.
Oh, it shouldn't be there.
It's in my folder. I have it.
Totally was on my belt since I got it. I did not take the sheet. I'm sorry.
It's like gives me the one of detection and the rogue.
Yeah, so each have 2.
And so he's just sort of now picks up Nick's character, and he's walking back towards the village. Your mane He shouts back at you.
I'd like
Just
to
like
point out
we
The
get
other
this-
weapon
that you
follows.
You should
Hold-
feel
hold
bad.
Is this the one that got stabbed?
No.
Oh, okay.
I explained to Vic's character about what happened and why I did what I did. To which he yells at me that I should have just used the immovable rod because I'm an idiot.
I'm like, you could have just done that, and we would have solved this whole thing. They probably aren't that smart.
I didn't even think about that.
I guess you aren't that smart.
Aren't that smart either.
But it's like, I don't believe that. You must be that smart. You must be at least a little bit intelligent.
I got 13 intelligence.
Yeah, you are fine smart. You just didn't think of it.
Yeah.
You're not very creative.
No, I got 13 wisdom and 13 charisma as well.
Not very creative. Well, go and stop them. We don't need them to eat him or something.
I think they're taking us to his leader.
They might try to eat him.
Like, you're not eating him, are you?
I haven't decided yet. We don't know how it tastes.
He's got worms. Hey, you're making the giants eat people. It is not my fault that Tolkien has an answer for this.
Grubs is good for you.
Not those kind of worms.
They're giants, man. Most worms wouldn't be able to infest them in any meaningful way.
They don't know that.
They would never come up.
Do you, follow?
Yeah.
I was just checking.
It's like, oh, and bye, Nick. Sorry, Frank. Spread the good word.
But,
Nick, good
but
of you to
generally
pay for my
they walk
mistakes.
down the street of, there's probably maybe a few streets, probably the center road, and to the longhouse that's at the far end of it.
Yeah. We might end up in front of the leader anyway, while they ask for permission to eat this person. Well, it's
Do
still on
you
to talk
stand
to
and
them.
knock at the door? Do you barge your way in? What do you do?
It's a giant-sized door. I don't think we can barge our way in.
Can't we just follow them in?
You're not that. They're far enough ahead, and they move faster. They have bigger steps.
Okay, yeah, let me knock.
Wait. Is this door locked?
You don't know unless you try to barge your way in.
I use thaumaturgy, the ability to open unlocked portals and doors.
Okay.
While he does that, I act like I'm pushing it open with one hand.
Because it has no impact on the size of it. If it's not locked, I got a spell that opens doors. If it still applies.
It is locked.
Oh, then it does nothing.
You have like a 50% chance. So you knock.
Yeah.
You knock.
Did the giants already go in?
Yeah.
They went in and locked the door.
Mm-hmm.
Dicks! Yeah.
So, you guys are running up the street after the giants. You're in the arms of a giant as he walks down the street with this fellow following behind, and he goes into the longhouse at the far end of the street. He bangs on it a few times and pushes it open. Doesn't seem to be anyone on the far end, but as the second one gets by, you can kind of almost see like a look behind him as sort of a board that's sort of rigged on it that bounces up as it and eventually falls into a slot. Crude lock, easy to break, but nothing.
A board behind the door is not easy to break. That is a really strong lock.
No.
No,
The fact
as in
they
the
can
fact
just
that
bang
it
on
bounces. Every hit of the door, it bounces. No, it is almost like on a spring kind of device. It's designed to be opened from the outside from locked. I did that to screw with you. But there's probably
I'm not the person about to get eaten.
there's probably I'm gonna go with 7 more frost giants in here around a very large table, feasting on bison and bears and whatever wild animals.
That's big enough for
Hail!
You don't speak.
No! I still say hail!
They sort of, grumble between themselves, and they say something to each other.
Do any of you speak common?
They say something to the guy sitting at the far end of the table who's large. I actually have a physical description of that. I might want to just read that.
Resplendent with ice. His name is Laffy. King of the Frost Giants.
The wild, a large sort of, compared to even the Frost Giants, a larger frame just in size and a wild beard, just bright white.
I can
Wild
go here-
like has a windmill in it. Wild as in like really bushy.
Bushy.
See, I have a beard kind of like this, except more rounded. And
They make a couple quick back and forths in
that
in
language I don't know.
the language you don't know, and you're set on the ground, and the guy walks up to sit beside him and eat.
I asked, do any of you speak gnome?
No.
In Gnomish, I'm assuming.
Yes.
But you get no reply, and shortly after, there's a light knocking on the door.
I may get a heavier knocking.
I point back at the door and say, door!
They're pulling, boars.
Did they set me down?
Yeah, you're on the ground. No one's even paying any attention to you at this point.
Going over the door.
The door has a very high little bar thing. I see if
Wait,
there's
how
spy.
big is the crack under the door? Can we squeeze through that?
I mean, it's only probably going to be about that big. You could see under it enough to, if you could wave your arm under it.
Hey, you have a shiny mirror that'll show you the bar.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
It's on the cloak.
You have two of them.
I have a weasel.
Yeah, your weasel could definitely get there.
Yeah, and it's smart enough to open locks.
It's a giant bar. Good luck, Weasel.
It could deliver a touch spell for you.
Can that bar be lifted with 5 pounds of force?
You could try if you think that it wouldn't look like it, but you could try.
I don't think Mage Hand.
Is there
touch
room
spell.
at the table, like at the bench?
Like if you climb up there,
Yeah.
like for you,
Yeah.
you could sit between a couple of them. You're tiny.
Climb up there. Stand on it. Can I see you over the table edge from there?
You're sort of maybe something like that. You're not really seeing the people at the far end, but you can kind of see a bit of what's on the table.
Hey, Mage Hand's better. It's up to 10 pounds now. It can lift 10 pounds. Carry.
Just prop myself up.
But the
Looking
bar
around.
would have to be within 30 feet, and I'd have to be able to see it. It's not a touch spell, so...
Is one of them angry and tried to...
Oh, I already saw you there, right beside him. He just pushes you backwards onto the floor below.
Fall damage.
That hurts.
No, that weasel's not
Dust
very
stuff up.
effective.
The line.
Because the weasel itself only has like a 3 strength, and I can't use Mage Hand because I have to have line of sight, and the weasel can only use touch spells.
Go back over to the door.
Can you see through
Yes.
your familiar?
Yes. If I make an action to, yes.
Yes,
That's
but
how I would
Mage
know it's
Hand's
a-
not
that's
a
how-
touch spell.
That's how I would know. And that's the thing is, I don't know. Would that count if I see it through the familiar? Could I then cast Mage Hand from where I am and put it on the other side of the door?
That's going to
Right
eventually
now.
end up with lightning bolts from Weasel. That's how that ends.
Well, the point is, I would more that it's a hand that comes out from me, goes under the door, and goes up.
Yeah, no, after they push me down, they obviously don't care. I just walk over to the door.
Because I wouldn't say it
look
was
at
a
the bar.
lightning bolt, because it's not coming from the weasel. There's a weasel.
Take out rope, throw it up over bar, pull down on this side.
Make. Yeah, whatever you think is appropriate.
Athletics or strength?
Yeah, sure.
15.
Yeah, you're figuring out your ways, and he manages to unlatch the door, and
You don't
kind
want you
of
to push.
yeah.
Thaumaturgy.
I'd still put my hand on it like I'm opening the door with one hand.
And they sort of look in the way.
Hey, Mage Hand's also a cantrip. Mage Hand also has the ability to open unlocked doors.
After the door opens, close it back.
You remember?
Close the door back. You don't want to let the draft in.
Oh,
I mean, it's not particularly warm in here.
yeah,
still,
I have
but
many ways to
I
open
did not-
unlocked containers.
I did not open the door and just leave their door open. That would be an ungracious move.
But yeah, again, locks as it closes.
Neat.
So yeah, you guys now see the same group of
Ace face the familiar.
frost giants sort of gathered around the table eating.
They don't really seem concerned about us. And they don't like you sitting at the table. You in particular.
They told me.
Okay. I walk over, and this is the same day?
Yeah.
As
As
when I
what?
meditated?
No.
Oh, good.
No, it's been several days.
Hold on. Just a moment. I think I can make you louder.
Do you need to be louder?
I don't see how it could hurt.
No, it's my voice booms up to 3 times as loud.
He can babble loudly. Anyways, carry on.
Is there a big fire?
No.
No fire?
Surprisingly,
not
the
here.
frost giants don't care about the cold.
Okay. I
Levitate yourself up onto the table.
Thaumaturgy makes an unlocked door or window fly open or slam shut.
So it looks like I just went and knocked the door open.
Yeah, we're gonna assume you didn't do that.
No, I would use mage hand.
Oh.
No,
I don't.
whatever.
I don't want to damage Nick, and he was right on the other side.
He's just dead.
Open the door! Bam! No, it is a can. Hey, I bet thaumaturgy can't hurt people.
Generally, yeah. Are there any? How there's light in here? How is there light in here, in this building? What's making
right
light?
now? Probably some of it would be open, like what is
Windows.
akin to Windows, but a bit of a different.
Sucky thatching.
Yeah. There would be a fireplace. There's no fire. Or fire pit, probably more like. But anyways.
Yeah,
We'll just go latent fires in the frost giant place.
that was my
Okay,
plan.
so I jump up onto the table.
Levitate up onto the table.
Yeah, I try to make it look like I'm jumping.
It's a really slow jump.
Just
Ta-da! Yeah, so now you're the...
Would the fire pit count as a torch or small campfire?
No.
I cannot set it on fire.
I walk up to the head of the table.
So you walk to the far side, you walk on top of their food, around the...
I try to walk around their food.
Yeah, so you just sort of wind your way, and they're assuming, what the kind of, you know... I'm gonna make you make a dex check
For what?
with a fork.
That would be deadly.
What did you just roll?
A 1. You set all the dice on 1 before we left, too.
Yeah, because that's gonna actually work to way to just...
Apparently it did.
But you're pinned by your leg. What's this doing here? I brought him in from the outside.
I particularly love how they don't have to hit my AC.
Hey, that's what you get from
Hey, wait a second. Is that a trap? Is it kind of a trap? Do I get advantage?
Yeah, why not?
Because I didn't get it. It didn't have to hit my AC.
Another one.
19.
19. There we go.
You lose part of your pants. They get your pants.
That's fine. Keep walking.
Yeah, it just tears through. But what's? they're talking, and that other guy says that he just brought you in from the outside.
Walk up to the head of the table.
Okay.
He's
He's,
the,
you know,
you're
gnawing
the king
on a
of the
bear.
ice. I say in giant. Are you the king of the ice giants?
They use Jarl.
Yeah, they use
Are
Jarl.
you the
They
Jarl?
actually, they use Yarrow in the book. I was like, I only know it from Skyrim, but they actually use Yarrow in the book.
Like, are you the Jarl of the ice giants here?
The people nearest almost get sort of indignant of, you know, how do you not know Jarl Jotun? You know, what is wrong with you?
Jotun or Jotun?
I'm pronouncing it how I want to pronounce it when I stole the name for giants from.
What'd you steal it from?
from Norse mythology. It's-
Jotun is just giant.
Yeah, Ibby's giant.
I bow and I say, I apologize. I'm from far across the sea where we have not heard the mighty tales of Jarl
Bluff?
Jotun. I haven't heard the mighty tales, and I
But-
am from across the sea.
I don't think so.
Yes, I am.
I thought you were from the mainland.
Yeah.
Isn't that across
No,
the
I'm
sea?
not from the mainland. You guys are from the mainland. I'm from
No,
No,
elsewhere.
he's from across the sea.
I'm from the mainland.
You were from elsewhere on this.
He's a Genasi. Where are they at?
Huh? But the point being, he was ready.
Okay, where's the barbarian tribes at?
They'd be relatively closer to here and other parts of the bits of the mountain that aren't claimed by the dwarves.
So over here then.
You probably were in here, just based on where you ended up in. But
Okay, well, I'm not from here.
yeah, okay. As long as you don't put the across the sea. Yeah.
I'm from a couple miles down. We ain't heard of you there. You would insult us.
I live next door, never heard of you.
Never heard of you. You must not be that famous. You must not have done nothing that great.
Yeah. But yeah, of course I am. Yeah.
Well, I come before you on the bequest of the head of Highground.
Southern men,
Yes, those guys.
bastards, a lot of them.
Yeah.
Thieves.
Heard something about that from your man, George over here. He said...
He just listens and goes,
Yeah, I believe that he did that.
What are you guys doing?
We're just standing down at the end of the table listening.
Going, wow, hope he doesn't get killed.
One of the ones sort of that's on the far end of
What
the table on what would be your left, his right. He's sort of starting to look down at you guys. He's noticing you. He's looked away from his food. And he's kind of eyeing down at you guys down on the.
Hail!
How are you within arm's reach of him?
No.
Okay.
you have to get up.
Looking at his fork, looking at you, looking at his fork.
He's just sort of sitting there staring.
I have the ability to go up there and make this food taste bad.
That'd be kind of a jerk thing to do, but
I can also make his food taste better. Depends on the mood I'm in. Heavily impacted by whether or not he tries to pick me up with a fork.
You can eat me, but it's going to taste gross.
his food, me. I taste disgusting. That tastes amazing.
What's his flavor? It's amazing. It's Ice Giant.
It's okay to continue.
He sent us to try to
Who
negotiate.
sent?
Southern men. The Southern men's leader.
The Southern men's leader.
Do you think you would actually remember?
With my character, yes. Would I know?
Yeah, it's whatever the governor Aldine, I think it is.
Governor Ovaltine?
Yeah, Alberdine. He's the governor.
All right, the tuna governor.
Yeah, because he's the governor. He's the master. I have some other ones. They all have their own titles.
Where's the doctor?
We already made that joke.
The joke.
Who was the leader of the island? Did we talk to them?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was sent by Governor Albedine to try to negotiate a peace between your two peoples.
We have peace when they return our star, or we'll take back our land.
What is your star? This is the first I'm hearing of it. I am not a member. I'm not a resident of Highguard. I don't know anything about anything that's going on. High ground. It should be guard.
Why?
Because high ground is a stupid name for it.
It's a high ground in the middle of a marsh.
No,
it is the area that rises up over the marsh.
No. Literally, almost everything in this area is literally named. Rivers Inn.
It's not a kitchen. It doesn't need to be like toaster or refrigerator. It just, you can name it whatever you freaking want.
Yeah, but everyone that came here named them really boring things.
They named them kitchen names.
I think Marlow.
Mugwallow Marsh?
Yeah. Is that literally named after? Is it
marsh.
full of mudballs? Yeah.
No. No, most of their names
It's
have.
muggy and things wallow in.
But yeah, there's High Ground, Grand River, River's End. Those are the biggest offenders.
No, you also have the something of glaciers.
What? Oh yeah, around the outside. Yeah, I didn't. Those are outside of the area.
Big Flow.
Big Flow,
Little River.
Shut it! I'm creative. Look at my creative map.
You've spent so much time making the map wonderfully detailed and beautifully drawn, and then made all the names super goddamn lame.
I love them though. They're fun for me.
I also like that you have a name for those plains, but then just under it in parentheses, Riverside.
Actually, that's this entire area.
Oh, okay.
That's the whole.
right next to the Grand River,
Your
Riverside.
naming convention gets my support. That's why I should get more experience than everyone else.
Again, we don't
Don't
get
use
experience.
experience. But hey, always remember, you're just a couple above them.
Just a couple.
That's all I'm asking. I'm just 1 or 2 points ahead.
It's never going to matter as far as levels, but you're a couple
Yeah.
above them, trust me.
Hey, that's mattered before when DM tried to be mean and be like, okay, you're all 1 experience away. Nope, I'm at the level.
Well, then you're 1 experience away, they're a little farther. So you ask what the star is. The mountain star, given to us in exchange for our land.
The Frost used to be in the temperate area? Well,
You
I
don't
know.
speak the
yeah.
language.
I was like, I have no idea what they're talking about. I'm sorry.
I bet it's a giant diamond or something.
I bet Bilbo took it.
Bilbo, what a problem, Paul.
So, you wish for the return of the star stolen, and then you will no longer attack the town, is that correct?
We're taking either the star or our land.
So yes, that's correct. Okay, will you stop doing raids until I can go back there and negotiate? Give me 2 weeks. Go back there and negotiate and see if I can get you your star back.
It took us like 3 to 4 weeks to get here.
Really?
It took you more than a week, so going there and back.
Okay, give me a month to go over there and negotiate.
Also, maybe
Do you want to talk with your party?
No, he's got this, man.
Also,
You're making a poor decision.
What?
We don't know what the star is, man.
Or who has it.
Okay, who stole the damn star?
Oh, the Southern Men did it.
Yes, it.
But who? Just
Well, I do not know who. It went missing before the rule of my father.
then how can you know that Highground has it?
Because they had it before, they took it back.
There's no reason for them to.
Must have, it's gone.
Anyone could steal things.
But who would want to?
Anyone who values diamonds, which is pretty much everyone.
We don't know it's a diamond either.
He said it was a diamond.
No, I
I said
didn't.
it's probably a diamond.
They give you a weird look.
Would
It's a
you
diamond.
guys just stop cross-checking? You're completely confusing the shit out of me.
He's already confused. He attacked himself in his confusion.
Okay,
It's a
the
Pokemon joke.
reference.
Pokemon. Get it?
Moving on. We need the person.
You
with,
get it, right?
We need the
Thank
person with everything with like 12 charisma to do the negotiations.
No. More importantly, he breaks out his confusion and uses Hydro Pump.
Moving on. So, do you ask?
Yeah, I asked what it was.
Yeah, and he said the Mountain Star. If you ask what the Mountain Star is, well, it's a large. He's like, it's a large sapphire, which he goes like this, and you'd be like that. Just as far as the scale, you know, it'd be like a sapphire.
You need to like move your hands to like this or like this.
Well, I mean, he's only giving you.
When we're talking about giants,
His babies?
not babies.
Well, I mean, he goes like this, so that'd be like a.
I feel like the scale of our height's all screwed up.
They're 20 feet.
All right,
They got
so
hands.
it's a big sapphire. You realize sapphires are valuable everywhere, right?
This one's magic,
That makes it more valuable, not less.
but it's ours.
Yes, and anyone could have stolen it.
Why would they?
Why would Highground? Why would
Where's the
Highground?
boar?
Why would Highground upset a powerful Jarl such as yourself by stealing back something that they gave you in a fair trade? For their land. Why would they do that?
Why wouldn't they? Anyone will steal it. It's valuable, you said so yourself.
Why wouldn't they? Because it brings down the wrath of an entire and very mighty people upon
And
their
they thought
heads.
they got away with it because my father's weak.
No, they wouldn't have done it.
He is weak. I killed him.
Well, that shows how very mighty you are.
And the this room erupts in
Catch
laughter.
You guys are just over there. I think he's doing better now. He's not saying the wrong thing anymore.
Doing okay.
Why haven't you cast comprehend languages yet?
He's like,
I
oh
can't
yeah, I
speak
can
it.
do that.
It doesn't matter, just to know what he's saying. Fuck the guys. We
You could be doing that while you're over here.
Yeah, just you're casting the ritual.
I guess I could cast the ritual. It's like I can't speak it. And
The guy that's watching
matter.
you's
You
always
can yell at
entertained.
him.
He's just,
Yeah,
you know,
see
he
what
laughed a
is.
little late, noticing everyone's laughing.
I'm doing magic over here. Like,
Yeah, it's like we don't need to know
They
what they're
wouldn't-
saying.
They
We
wouldn't
need
have
to know what
stolen
Bob's
because
saying.
upsetting
Give
a
them
mighty and
information.
powerful
I
jarl
said back and like,
such as yourself would have been foolish.
Then who stole it?
I imagine some nature of thief, unaffiliated with the group.
Well, then they better get it back, or we crush them.
Give him 6 months.
half a year. Alright, so we don't. It's your problem now, High Ground.
Yeah, we got you 6 months, which is now 5.
We're out.
Yeah, I have my number on here.
Do you actually have a negotiating point in months before you rendered?
Yeah.
Huh.
Lost my dice?
Yes.
I'll give you 3. If you return it to me, we leave them alone. As long as we still have to.
How about you give?
If you fail, we crush them flat and just take the land.
How about we give you 5,
3.
7.
That math confuses
3.
Come on, actually use diplomacy. Something. You have charisma.
I've got charisma. Exactly, charisma. I got the 1. I don't have charismas.
I have 2 charismas.
And yet you don't speak the language. At this point, you're
That's
probably
right.
listening to what's going on. As in comprehending.
There's no diplomacy.
Yeah, there is. It's there. Under.
persuasion.
Ah, yeah.
I have it.
I stood there
I
with
don't.
deception.
I get a +5.
All right, let's try to persuade him and give us more time. I rolled a I got 13.
13.
Please say he has negatives to charisma.
If he does, you might actually get it. Otherwise,
7.
let's see.
We could totally screw around for 4 months before we got anything done. It'd be great.
No, he actually has a positive to charisma.
Well, he leads them to be
You
nice, too.
think you're large enough to negotiate with me?
I think
Like his face is like right there to you as
It's
he's just huge and just
I think that since I'm going to do you a service, you could give me the courtesy of time.
you're doing nothing for me.
I'm returning your stolen artifact.
You're saving your puny peoples.
They're not my people.
He's
Well,
like a miniature.
They will flatten them now.
He's like a miniature.
Then you won't get your thing back.
3.
3.5. And if I don't get it back,
3, and we go there slowly.
3 and you go there slowly. Also, if we don't get it back, you kill them, not us.
Well, that was always.
Well, if you're there, you're gonna die.
Okay, so we can leave and no hard feelings against us then. Not
not-
even from George.
I said controls.
He told me to stab him. Basically, he said, "Prove that I was strong."
You're telling people to stab you, George.
I just look at you
And
going,
George is just
finally the point where I'm hearing it, I'm like, I don't think it's good.
Everyone else is just kind of snickering at George.
I triple value my voice and tell him to ask him when it was stolen. In common. Just all of a sudden,
You already know it was said to have been missing before his father, so.
Sometime before his father.
yeah, but how long was that? Like last year?
My loud companion is wondering.
I have to. I
Yeah, at this point, the rest of them notice.
I'm
Before
gonna
being
have to
everyone else
project all
notices,
the way
you're now
over.
in the room.
I'm going to project.
Now
all
the
way
rest
over.
of them know you're in the room.
That's fine.
My very loud companion was
And it's not that loud. I have
wondering.
to project all the way
Would you
across the wall.
shut it?
I'm just saying. I'm objecting.
We're
to how
having
loud.
trouble. I'm hearing you.
My very loud companion is wondering when exactly it was stolen. Yes, in your
He
father's
babbles.
time.
That's apparently my word for the day. Babbles. I've given it
Oh
to
god, we're
another
gonna run into
character.
so many brooks on the way back. So many brooks. We're gonna have, a
Anyways,
little brook
carrying
over
on.
here. We're gonna find brook shields. There's gonna be a lot of brooks.
30, 50 years. At least. Could be longer. I don't really know.
Was there any witnesses to the theft?
Yeah, it was missing.
Oh, so just went missing. Have your people moved location since that time?
This is our home.
So no, you've stayed here this whole time. Where was it kept?
There, I was like, ah, there you go. Now you're on the right path. And it's like, ah, there we go. I got him back.
Who
on track.
wants to know?
I do, so I can help find it. It's already stolen. I can't steal.
Maybe there's more there. You're looking to steal my treasure?
You have treasure?
No, I'm looking to return your treasure to you, and for that I need to provide a proper investigation, so I can bring you back the treasure and hopefully whoever stole it.
Investigate. It's gone.
Yes.
It came to our treasure house, and George, you're watching them. They leave town from here.
So I can't see where it was.
Mine.
So that's a no.
That's it.
Okay. Because it can be yours, and I can still look at it. But if it's a no, then it's a no. All right. Thank you, Yarl, for your time.
You still gonna look back at you? No.
Nah, we don't really have a method of fixing this. That's like, no. That's not enough information. Chances of us finding this are basically zero. But, plot, so.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but
Yeah, that's true. We can always rely on plot. And my response to that is, where's your
ask him
faith?
what it did. Yell at him to ask.
I wasn't hearing when they said magic.
Oh.
When they were talking that it was magic, I couldn't hear them.
I intuitively turn around and say, one more thing, Great Jarl. What did the large sapphire do?
Mountain Star.
What did the mountain star do?
Magic.
What kind of magic? 20 questions
don't
for these
remember.
people.
But it was magic.
All right, then. Yeah, go down.
Okay.
But we should go.
George gets up, makes his way to the end of the table, looking down at you.
Hey, George, get the door for me.
And he opens the door. I'm watching you.
Good job, George. Thanks for being my door opener.
I'm watching you and use.
It's so nice of you to serve me in this way.
You know what you
Walk
should have
out.
done before you opened the door?
What?
Should have put the rod at the bottom.
Oh, God, I really should have.
He can make that check.
No, remember, this is a door. The easiest way to stop a door is put something small at the very bottom. You don't have any leverage, so even if he can make the check, he will still not open the door. He'll just
Also,
break the door long before he moves the rod.
Door just said,
He'll break it
don't
long
know
before.
my own strength.
Just scream, damn it, George!
But that's the point, though. He'll break the door long before he moves that rod at the bottom.
Anyways, you didn't think of that, so you leave.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have done, really. I feel like we're lucky to get out of here with just me hitting the dude and then making him look like an idiot in front of all of his people, then treating him like a servant as he opened the door. I'm quite happy with how this went with George.
So we keep walking.
Yep.
And they sort of walk you out. He walks you out of town and he watches you walk away.
Bye, George!
Which one is the treasure house? Can we at least know which building that is?
I have no idea which building that is.
Ask George.
Hey, George! Just so we know never to go there ever, which one's the treasure house?
It. I was supposed to say.
Oh, it's okay. I
Well,
mean,
tell him we don't want to accidentally run into it.
yeah, you'd be horrible if we accidentally went into it and we said, well, we asked where it was so we wouldn't go there, and George wouldn't tell us.
You wouldn't say that.
I would say that, because you've already pushed me down.
You won't say that.
I totally would, George. I called you out in front of all of your people earlier.
I'm gonna say it's a bluff check.
I would say that, though.
That's not the part you're bluffing about.
We aren't planning on going there.
9.
It's over by y'all's. Just don't go any of the ones near his house.
All right, thanks, George. You know what? You saved me some trouble. We'll have good faith between us now.
Mostly.
That's fine. I'm watching you too, big guy. You have a good day.
That's sweet.
That town's totally destroyed.
Unless they can find this
No,
giant sapphire.
If they had it before and gave it for the land, maybe they know where it
Is or find a way to find it, but
or
they
get
better.
a new one.
Or fake the
Get it.
crap out of it. I'm betting it was just fake to start with.
That's like, okay, you guys need to make a big thing of blue glass, and then what? Enchant it with anything.
Enchanted with really hard to scratch.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
circle
that town
back
clearly
around.
has enchanters.
Circle back around and start heading south back towards the mountains.
Okay.
We pass by buildings we can use to detect magic on.
Detect
What do you
magic
mean?
will extend like 30 feet, man.
Oh, okay.
And what are you talking about?
If we were passing by the Jarls.
Oh, you're way past those. Those are at the one end of the town. You're
Yeah, detect magic wouldn't be very effective.
We'd have to sneaky our way back into town.
I have no skill at that.
Do you feel like doing that?
I have Dex. I am not confident in being able to sneak in.
Like, I don't like the repercussions if I get caught, though.
Yeah, they'll totally eat me. I already acted relatively outrageously and got away with it. Let's be happy with what we got.
It's a long trek back.
Yeah, you got maybe another day here and in here before you get to the mountains.
Frickin' Bilbo stealing stuff.
Making your way through the mountains, do you
Even if he did.
make your way to stop by the glass again on your way back?
Yeah, sure.
It's the path we know through the mountains, through their tunnel.
Through their house.
Well, also, could have been Bilbo, or Rigel, or who's the one from the Drizzt? The
Drizzt?
halfling?
Oh, Rumblebelly.
Rumbleville.
A
Oh,
distinguished.
Regis. Regis. Or
Yeah.
something like that. It's like Regis or Regis. It's Regis and Kelly.
Uh-huh.
It's Regis, but I always remember him as Rumblebelly. Shut up. That's his name.
So we're continuing south through Goliath territory.
And I asked the Goliaths if they saw anyone, if they have any,
Knowledge of the Mountain Star.
knowledge of the Mountain Star, or people, or old legends about 30 to 50 years ago about someone fleeing through this area with a large sapphire.
I'll see what people know.
Thanks.
I don't know. I forget their accent already.
It was something.
I just had a really good one for the Frost Giants. I can't remember the lame one I used before.
So stood out front on their stairs, eating, while they go ask around.
Yeah, that's right. We've decided. If you're looking for a gem, ask the dwarves.
Which dwarves?
The ones that are nearby. As opposed to the ones on the side of the mountain range.
Dwarves here.
You're here. Dwarves are here. There is a city. Tiger. Something.
Looks like
In the mountain
Torgar.
range. Yes, it is Torgar. But they don't know it. They've not been there. It is-
Insular people such as they.
Yeah. It is good distance west, good distance south. But stronghold in the mountains. Those are the dwarves we know of.
So, what was this legend that they saw a dwarf running off with a large sapphire? Or
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it's
Dwarves like gems.
That was the
Greedy folk.
Nothing else? Maybe we can buy a giant
sapphire?
I don't think we have the money for that.
I don't think we have the time. Because we'd have to go. Okay, we'd have to go here and be like, hey, can you make a giant sapphire? And they'd be like, yeah, we totally make a giant sapphire. Then we'd have to go back here and be like, hey, you guys feel like coughing up the money for a giant sapphire? Hell no. And I'm like, well, you're going to have to do it anyways, otherwise you're going to get flattened. And they're going to be like, okay, here's the money. And then we're going to have to go back here and go, hey, all right, here's the money for the giant sapphire. Did you make it? No, we didn't have the money. Okay, well, you made it real quick. Well, real quick is kind of a...
No, remember, this is an RPG. We go there and ask, will you make a giant sapphire? And they say, yes, but you need to do this for us. And then we go, over here and do something. Then go back.
Also, we can.
I
just use,
had a predetermined amount of time written on a sheet of paper.
We can just.
Does that
use-
give you
And
confidence?
it's like we can just use birds for messaging. We go because we're gonna have to go south. We go along the mountain range. We hit the village. We have them send a message out to Highground of what the problem is. We go here to the dwarves, and if the problem isn't solved by then, we ask the dwarves.
We're just not involved anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
The absolute thing is that you don't go back to high ground. And
Yes. You most certainly don't go back to high ground.
you try to save them, but
Just in case.
worst case,
Just in case it becomes a lizard settlement.
Okie dokie. Let's go down to Twin River Fields. Flame? F-I-E, and then looks like
LDS.
the metal sign.
LDS. Anyway, so you're well, I will check. Do you finish getting to the other side of the mountains before that?
Yeah.
It would probably be easier trekking, so yeah.
Significantly. This is almost as much time as this.
Yeah. No, you don't want to cross the mountains if you don't have to.
Yeah.
Unless you're a freaking bird.
Yeah. In which case, as the crow flies.
But anyways, you make your way out of the mountains and back into Riverside proper to prepare to make your way
West.
west. And
Cross
that's
2 rivers and reach town.
Yep. And that's
3
where
rivers.
we will pick up next time.
4.
Have a good day. Bye.
1, 2.
No. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, but
4.
we're going to the town first.
Well, yeah.
That's
2 to
it.
get to fields.
Yeah,
4 to get.
but that's
You
where
realize you argued through his entire sign-off, right?
I'm gonna just have to do it again. They're just
Yeah,
whining.
no.
Just whinging away.
And go.
All right, so you're headed on your way to west, and that's where we'll pick up next time. Have a good day.